Shalom, brothers and sisters. This is the Rabbi Daniel Williamson coming to you from his home in Springfield, Missouri. This is another Midkip Ministry message. Today's message is this. We will go through the Great Tribulation. Are you ready for the Great Persecution? That's today's message. Are you ready for the Great Persecution? You know, the other day I did a little video and stuff. But the question I want to ask you all is, are you ready for the Great Persecution? Now, I know many of you don't believe that we'll be here. And you're going to be preaching it and teaching it all the way up until that time that you realize that we will be here. There is no place in the Bible that it talks about being gathered together and being taken out before the Great Tribulation. In truth, the body of Messiah must be judged first before the world is judged. And at the Great Tribulation, at the Great Persecution, will be our final judgment. Many will know if they are truly saved in that act. The mark of the beast is the final judgment to see who is faithful and who is not. Many of us are going to fall away, and many of us are going to accept the mark. The Bible clearly states this. The Bible clearly reveals this. It doesn't reveal that we're going to be taken. Matter of fact, in 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, if you care to read it properly, from verses 15 through 17. Excuse me. Sorry about that. My throat's kind of dry. It clearly states that at the last trumpet, those who are dead in Messiah will be risen up, and those who are alive will be called up. But it won't be until after the last trumpet. We know from the book of Revelation that the last trumpet isn't heard and isn't seen until the end of the 7-year tribulation has already been upon us. So why do preachers and teachers teach that will be taken before all this happens? I'll tell you why they teach this. They want to comfort you. They don't want to tell you the truth. They want to tell you what man has taught them and what they want to teach other men. They don't want you knowing that there's going to come a 7-year period that is going to be so rough for us believers on this planet. That's our survival will be the hardest survival we ever have lived. The hardest times that we ever have faced. We will be persecuted beyond belief. They don't want you to know that you're going to be beaten, hunted, stalked, jailed, killed for your belief. They don't want you knowing that. You know, if you care to actually look, you care to actually pay attention, all but one of the apostles died of some type of martyrdom. Peter was hung on a cross. James was stoned to death. Paul was put on the rack. Stephen, all of them. If you care to look in your history and study the history, you'll see that every last disciple, except for John, died of some type of martyrdom. The people killed them. It's going to happen to us. Does that say we're all going to die? No. A remnant will survive. But for many of us, no, we won't. We will die. We will be crucified. We will be killed. Our heads cut off. You see, folks, there is no possible way we can be taken, because when we're taken, who is left to preach the gospel to those in this world? Those that are sitting on the fence? If you care to read what Yeshua said about the foolish virgins, you'll see that there was 10 virgins, 5 foolish, 5 wise. The wise virgins brought extra oil. The foolish virgins didn't bring none. And it wasn't until after the bridegroom came that they wanted to get in. It wasn't before. It was after he came. Now, I know many could say, well, that means he collected the ones that were believers. But the foolish ones didn't go out preaching. He told them, I didn't know you. So who is here to preach the gospel? Nobody. If it ain't already the believers that are already doing it now, then who's going to stand up and do it then? Nobody. In the book of Revelation, it teaches you, if you read, that that many will be forced to take the mark of the beast, that they'll be hunted, killed, thrown in prison for the name of Yeshua. If you know what's going on, why are you still going to stand? When you wasn't decided before the rapture happened, what makes you decided now? To live a life of hunger, of persecution, of wondering who's around you is going to assault you, beat you, stone you. The truth is out there. It's just up to you to find it and see it. That's the only thing I've got to say. You know, I love you, brothers and sisters. And these things I bring out to you, for some of you, I may be nuts. For some of you think I'm not a rabbi or an ordained minister. That's fine. You don't know my background and my studies. So who are you to judge me? I'm not judging you. I'm just telling you what I know that I see from the Bible. That we're being taught wrong. It's funny how when people like me come out, I am persecuted beyond belief by the so-called believers. It's funny. Just because I speak the honest truth. And the honest truth is this, as I let you go. Are you prepared for the great tribulation? Are you prepared for that great persecution that is about to come upon you? That's all I got to say. I love you, brothers and sisters. May the Lord Yeshua be upon you. May he bless you and keep you in all things. Until next time, Shalom.